One of the reasons that Star Wars is in such a bad place is because of Lucasfilm and the narrative that I'm almost positive they push out to the media, because they all have the same talking points. And every time a show gets really criticized hard by the fans, and there's been a few of them, this narrative comes out that Star Wars fans are toxic, they're awful people, some of them are istophobes. It's every single time. Now, they're not doing it with Skeleton Crew because they can't do it with Skeleton Crew. What are they going to say? What are they going to say? They can't say anything. And the reason they can't say anything is because from what I've seen, and some people push back on this, but from what I've seen, most people enjoy the Skeleton Crew. However, not enough people are watching it, and that's entirely on Lucasfilm and Kathleen Kennedy. Just look at this from today. Now, this is an older article. I just pulled this up as a placeholder because Disney confirms that Toxic Dude Bros didn't kill the Acolyte after all. Now, Disney didn't actually say that. This was in response to that executive that came out and basically said that the Acolyte was shit. Not in so many words, but then this guy who does good work, actually. I like this Eric Kane guy. Probably doesn't like me, but some of the stuff that he's put out on Forbes has been pretty good. And it's funny because Forbes also has Paul Tassi. These guys are like opposites because Paul Tassi likes to blame the fans. But here's some articles from just recently. When you Google Star Wars fans, I just want to show you, there's just been this narrative that Star Wars fans are just awful people. And it's been pushed by modern Lucasfilm ever since The Last Jedi came out. That's been their strategy. Let's just gaslight Star Wars fans. Look at this is an older one, sorry. But here's a newer one. 3 hours ago, from the dork side, I don't know what the fuck, excuse me, I don't know what this outlet is. But 3 ways Star Wars fans can combat toxicity. Okay, that's an article. And then here's another one from Gaming Bible. This one's mad that no one's watching the Skeleton Crew. It's your fault. This is from January 3rd, 2025. Star Wars fans don't know TV, good TV, even if it slaps them in the face. Oh, man, you guys, you need to get some better taste, Star Wars fans, even though this one's made specifically for kids. I mean, technically, they're all made for kids, but this one more so than others, you know? Like, the kids are the target audience for the show, and that's fine. That's fine. I think that's fine. You need to try to reach the youth, something that Star Wars doesn't have as an audience anymore. But how about some positive Star Wars news, right? Let's actually talk about something positive, because I'm sick of all of the hate on Star Wars fans. Here's something positive from 3 days ago. The Phantom Menace's Jake Lloyd addresses mental health struggles. Thanks, Star Wars fans, for support. Not only did he thank Star Wars fans, his mother did. So there's been a long narrative that fans broke Jake Lloyd, they ruined him, and his mother's come out and ruined that. Jake Lloyd has some mental health problems. He's been in trouble over the years, and I don't want to focus too much on that, on his troubles. What I want to focus on here is that he's getting help, and he's doing better, and Star Wars fans have been very helpful. They've been very nice, and they've been trying to be supportive as he goes through his struggles to get better. So he struggles from schizophrenia, and as you may know, schizophrenia is an awful mental illness. It's one of the worst ones, and he struggled with it, but he wants to get better, and he's been doing better. He's been taking his meds, getting therapy. And the mother has come out and said, you know, Jake loves the fans, and they've been so nice and so helpful. I know that people had their problems with The Phantom Menace. And I know some people might have been critical at the time, but this narrative that fans were going crazy on him, not entirely true. And I'm just tired of Star Wars fans just being just gaslit and name called by all of these people. It's nice that you see something good happen here. And he appreciates all the support that people have been giving him. So, like I said, in case you don't know, he was in a psychiatric hospital for a time, and I believe he is out now, or at least I believe he is released, at least according to what they were saying in this article. But he's doing better now, and I think that that's great. Jake himself is optimistic about his progress and candidly reflected on his journey. When asked how he was feeling, Lloyd responded by saying, "Pretty good considering these 20 years of time that have come to an end. I can now accept taking on continued treatment, therapy, and my meds. Everyone's been very supportive." The support Lloyd has received extends beyond his family and doctors. Despite ongoing media narratives that have persisted for over a decade, the Star Wars community has rallied around Lloyd, with fans sending messages of encouragement and expressing their admiration for his courage. The Hollywood Access media routinely perpetuated a long-standing rumor that Lloyd's early retirement from acting came from supposed bullying the child star received from Star Wars fans. However, Lloyd's mother has been vocal over the last year, saying that her son's retirement was not caused by the Star Wars fans, but rather by a genetic predisposition to mental health issues. Despite the difficulties he's endured, Lloyd's connection to Star Wars remains strong. He harbors no ill will towards the franchise that made him a household name. "People think Jake hates Star Wars," Lisa said. "He loves it." Jake himself expressed excitement about catching up on recent installments of the series. "I'm holding out for May the 4th, he said, giving an nod to the annual Star Wars Day celebrated by the franchise's remaining fans. Which is true. Remaining fans is a big one. "Mental illness is a long road," Lisa said, putting importance on understanding and compassion. But it's not an impossible one. And I agree with this part of the article here. Hopefully he steers clear of the Acolyte. I would suggest steering clear of the sequel trilogy entirely. But I'm glad he's doing good. And I'm glad fans are supporting him and being great to him here. Like, he needs it. It's tough. It's tough stuff to deal with. And it's nice to see something positive on Star Wars fans from the media. Especially one from CBR, which is kind of wild. Park Place doesn't attack fans, but this is still a nice story to talk about when it comes to Star Wars fans. Because when you Google Star Wars fans, a lot of negative shit will pop up, and it's not fair. Remember what happened just during the Acolyte with that whole bullshit that they put out, and there's more of us than you, when they were trying to call everybody racist for making fun of the show because it was so damn bad. The acting was awful. But, of course, when you criticize an actor who's also a person of color, that means that you're a racist. You know, people are tired of this shit. This is you've gaslit Star Wars fans so hard that they're not tuning in for shit anymore. A lot of them are just walking away. Apathy has set in, and I've already done a video on that the other day. But it's nice to see them still have some positive coverage here, because this is a good thing. And it'd be nice when he gets healthy. I'm sure he could do some cons. He make a few bucks meeting fans, and a lot of them will probably go and be really supportive of him. I think it'll be a good experience if he ever does that. I would suggest checking into that if he were to see this video. He probably won't, but I would say, Jake, when you get better, do some cons. Go to some cons, do some autographs. I think you'll get a lot of people that come up to you and show you love. And I think that's a good thing. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.